Hello again, everybody. This is Ed with another episode of Call Me Mr. Broadstreet. So today we're reviewing the 2019 Genesis Publications book, Another Day in the Life by Ringo Starr. So I hope there'll be some nice surprises in the video. I think you're really going to enjoy it. Just a quick thank you to all the current subscribers and the new subscribers. I really hope you enjoy the channel. There's definitely some other nice surprises that are coming up very soon. But just wanted to go ahead and go into this book with this little intro, and then come back to kind of an outro and final thoughts and wrap up. So I'll see everybody after you get to tour through the book. All right, everybody, welcome. This is the voiceover portion, of course, as I've done with many other projects before. Here's the front cover of Another Day in the Life. This is the regular edition of the Genesis Publications Ringo book. It's a nice front cover right here. Just, Ringo taking a photograph, a selfie, if you will. I want to say this is probably from about 1968, I would think. It might be a little bit off. Here's the back cover right here. So again, just kind of the back cover of the regular edition as we're taking a look through the book and taking our little tour today. Now, here we go, pages 16 and 17 of the book. See Ringo kind of jamming out on the guitar. He's actually left-handed, so I'm kind of surprised he's holding it right-handed, but, Ringo and Paul are both actually left-handed. You see the next page, it's just kind of some really nice photos of different folks that he's played with over on the right-hand side, kind of from 2017. Folks that are playing on the album, various background singers, players, everything. Timothy B. Schmidt of the Eagles in the lower photo next to Ringo right there. So just kind of cool to see. And next we're going to just get a nice close-up of the page 16 guitar photo right there. There we go. So that's, again, just kind of cool to see. It's basically Ringo has a Shea Stadium poster that someone gave him in the back. He mentions that the poster with the car is an early acid-influenced poster, so take for that what you will. But you see kind of Ringo at work, he's got the keyboards, he's got the guitar, very cool guitar. His son Zach actually got it for him. Of course, you recognize the gentleman in the photo right up above. That's, of course, Paul McCartney, Joe Walsh, and Ringo Starr. Just very cool to see this photo. Again, I'm kind of very happy that, everybody kind of gets together. They jam a bit together. It's always a party. It seems to be a party whenever Ringo makes a record. But Ringo's worked with Joe Walsh, and I believe Joe married within the family, so technically both him and Ringo are related. And of course, again, Paul McCartney, that band before Wings, the Beatles. But, just some really nice photos. Again, you get a lot of great candid photos of Ringo kind of behind the scenes as well, both focusing on today and, of course, on the past. And coming up pretty soon, we're going to get a really nice photo of the past right here. In fact, in just a few more seconds. Okay, talk about a throwback photo right here. This is Beatles when they were in Paris in 1964. You got Paul, Ringo, George, John. Well, John, Paul, George, and Ringo. That's the classic way to say the lineup. So, of course, obviously above is the Eiffel Tower. Right below, you get the four of them. The gentleman in the hat, for those that don't know, Mr. Brian Epstein was their manager up until his very untimely death in 1967. Right behind Brian, that's George Martin, of course, Beatles producer. And it's amazing how young they all look. I mean, George Martin was older than the Beatles, but I mean, they were all incredibly young, at this point, and they're just kind of starting out, getting that first wave of success. And I kind of like the quote here, too, that Ringo has in the book. A lot of interesting stuff, too, that's definitely contained in the book. Artwork and everything else. In fact, we're coming up to an interesting piece of artwork right here. Yeah, I think Ringo said he may have wanted to use something as an album cover. I don't think it was one of these, though, as I was reading through the book. But, I mean, look at that photo. First of all, the one up in the left, man, that would be a cool photo. Even the one up on the right, that's the neon peace sign. Of course, peace and love being Ringo's major big phrase right there. This clip right below the peace sign kind of just looks like some digitized art done probably in the mid-2000s, but definitely the upper left picture. I mean, that's a pretty cool photo right there. I think that would just make a very cool album cover. Don't know if he'll ever use it or not for an album cover, but just, again, you kind of get a peek behind the scenes. You know, you're getting some really good other photos that Ringo has taken as well, and you're going to kind of see a few of those, throughout this little snippet. And this is just a portion of the book. I mean, pick up the book, definitely. Without a doubt, very essential. I highly recommend it. There we go. Just some nice shots. Ringo took himself. So again, you're getting some nice shots of nature as well. There's the moon. There's kind of the sun through a fisheye lens. It looks like, and some flags below. Looks kind of like the UN. And of course, that's a very classic photo of Ringo and George right there. That's during the Sgt. Pepper era. I think that might have been the release party for Sgt. Pepper. Other folks can feel free to correct me, of course, but look at that, just George giving a nice thumbs up. Ringo's right there, They're on top of the world. They're having fun. They're enjoying it. Hey, this is, life couldn't be better for them. But again, just some really, great nice photos and everything within the book itself. Just very happy to see Ringo and George here. I wish George was still here. It would be so awesome to see all of them together, now. But just a wonderful photo right there. And of course, you get some nice sunrise photography. So again, it's not all just Beatles memorabilia or behind the scenes in the studio. Ringo takes some really good photos himself. And, this is kind of a nice sunrise and sunset photos. Could almost be anywhere. Just kind of to take a moment just to admire those. Really wonderful composition too, and a good camera helps as well, as we all know. There we go, John and Ringo again from the Sgt. Pepper era. Just really nice to see. And to the right of it, it's that was used as part of the 1988 Imagine film, based on some artwork that John did. Looks kind of like a neon version there. And then right below, just kind of the skyline, but again, just good. And as I said earlier, with both the Ringo and George photo, look, which John was still here. They could, even if they weren't all active as a band, just to make, music together, that's fine. Just to be able to hang out, whatever, just to be able to enjoy life. Just to hear their thoughts now. But looking very groovy in the Sgt. Pepper era photos. So again, they're out on the town, and you know what? They're having a blast, enjoying life. Again, just on top of the world, which is always a great thing, no matter what we all do. Oh, here we go. This is from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony, I think. This on the next page. But of course, you got, they're sharing some awards circa 2014, 2015. I think this is for the Grammys for 2014. So the pre-party there, you've got Yoko representing the John Lennon estate. You got Ringo there. You got Paul and Ringo on the drums. Paul and Ringo again. They've kind of got their seating arrangements. I think this may have been the CBS Grammy tribute 2014 for the then 50th anniversary of the Beatles first coming to America, and really taking the world by storm, taking America by storm. But that's it's really cool to see, especially any recent events with both Paul and Ringo together. Just very nice to see. But I want to say this is the 2014 Grammys. I think the next page is going to be Ringo's 2015 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction, which indeed it is. Get Paul and Ringo right there. They were doing a little bit of jamming. Ringo finally got inducted as a solo member. I think it should have happened a lot sooner than it did. That's my own personal opinion. I'm sure a lot of other folks would agree. But again, you're getting a little taste of the book here. Paul and Ringo just there, celebrating a moment. Again, it feels like there should at least be two other people there. But, life such as it is. Kind of a cool little photo below as well. Of course, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ceremony, very famous. You get the whole speeches, for induction speeches, and of course, kind of a little film clip of looking back at the artist's career, no matter which artist it is. But I would have loved to have been at that event, but of course, I'm sure, what, a couple $1,000s per plate? Yeah, I don't think I have that type of money. But one of the final photos, here we go. Ringo gets knighted. You know what? Very deserving. You know what? Just incredibly good moment for Ringo. Very happy to see it for him. Again, we've just got to be careful with that sword there. But, he got to go through the famous ceremony with, of course, Her Majesty. Is a pretty nice girl. But, she's, can't believe she's still able to, be around and knight people as well. God bless. But, but just a very proud moment for Ringo. There's a couple other photos that's not being shown here, but of course Ringo and Barbara on that day as well. Just, I'm sure everybody very proud. He's part of the club. He's been part of our lives for many, many, many years. Hopefully still many more to come. Just very, very happy to see this achievement for Ringo. And next, there is more. So hold on as we're going to get to the next photo. All right, well, you see I've got the regular edition on the bottom, and yep, on the top, that's the deluxe edition from Genesis. So that comes in that nice bag right there. And of course, the deluxe edition, you're going to see in a couple moments, or in a little bit, but just kind of showing the layout, so you get that as part of the deluxe edition. Nice little bag. I keep that in a very safe place, of course, but kind of to compare what the deluxe edition and the regular edition look like, kind of side by side. Of course, there you've got the bag for the deluxe edition. I took that out. That's the hard cover that the book goes inside for the deluxe edition in the middle. To the right of that is kind of just a catalog of Genesis Publications, other books that they offer as well. There's the regular edition on the bottom. Yeah, I know it's a little bit crooked, but you know what? Wasn't exactly perfect, but I'm trying to just get everything I can into the photo here. But Genesis offers some nice stuff, I'll tell you that right now. And right here, okay, so you've still got the book inside the case. You've got the black bag just to kind of show how everything is laid out. Again, that's what you would receive if you should order the deluxe edition. And next we're just going to kind of start to take everything out of the case, kind of go through, bit by bit. Right here, we've got the case right above, and that's the, so that's the regular edition. That's fine. We move on. There we go. Now this is a good comparison of the deluxe edition and the regular edition. Deluxe edition is right above. Got a little bit fancier cover, kind of some gilding on the pages as well. Get a nice close-up of the deluxe edition right there. There you go. You can see the difference between that and the regular edition. Very nice. There we go. Of course, reason I got it, it's autographed by Ringo himself. Just get a nice view of the first page and, of course, the autograph. And I'm just going to give it a couple moments. Just let you take a look at it. Now, when I bought this, it was probably early 2020 when I got it from Genesis Publications. Now, I want to say this version, I think US, probably about $600, I think, roughly, was the price. Don't quote me on it, and I don't know if there's still any versions out there. Hopefully there are. But we're going to get a nice close-up in a moment of how many versions were made of this deluxe edition. Oh, there we go. We've got just a nice centered page right there. Again, we're getting a little bit closer on Ringo's autograph. I'm just happy to have this. I really am. I mean, this is just so cool to have his autograph, to have it in the book. It's really one of the most valuable parts of my collection right here, Yeah, there we go. 2,000 copies. So signed by Ringo Starr. You can see that right there. And again, don't know how many are left. This is copy 1,617 or 1617, depending on how you number things. And let's get a little bit more. There we go. So we're just getting a little bit more of the autograph. Again, as you can just kind of see it and study it a little bit. Of course, I like the star above the autograph. Ringo Starr. And I think this is more the modern signing. I know that other autographs he actually signed a little bit differently within the 70s and 80s. I think putting the full last name. Again, contrary to popular belief, I mean, of course, yes, he doesn't sign stuff for free, but yes, like him and others as well, they will sign it if it's a limited edition book, which this definitely is. I'm very happy to have it. Finally, we're just getting some nice close-ups. I really enjoyed the close-ups of the autograph. You just get to see it right here. Just take a moment to look at it. Kind of like the little trailing on the end. So again, the process, I'm pretty sure they get them to sign X number of copies at a time. Plenty of breaks in between, whether it's Ringo or, whether it's anybody else famous that does a limited edition book. That's pretty much it. I just wanted to thank you for the tour through the book. Please feel free to, go ahead and pick it up. And, that's just about it, really. I'm so happy to have this. I'd love this as part of my collection. One of the most valuable items. And I think I'll go ahead and cut off the voice over here. And we'll start to get back to the outro part. And I'm back. So I really hope everybody enjoyed the tour through that book, through Another Day in the Life by Ringo Starr. Again, you can find it from Genesis Publications, released in 2019. Really enjoyable book, a very valuable part of my collection, as you see. Just a quick reminder that I'm going to do the live chat next week. That'll be Saturday, June 18th, 1 p.m. Eastern Time for Paul McCartney's 80th birthday. Can't wait. That's going to be so much fun. I hope you all can join, and hopefully I can get a few folks, on the chat and elsewhere, of course, as I'm working everything out. As the Beatles sang, we can work it out. But again, that's Saturday, June 18th, 1 p.m. So there we go. And again, just hope everybody enjoyed the book. Definitely pick up whichever version you can get. The regular version is obviously a lot more, I think, within most people's price ranges, especially given what's currently going on with the economy right now. Really a lot of nice photos, as I've said throughout the review. And that's just about it. So I just also wanted to say thank you so much for the support. Again, please make sure to give a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. I'm really looking forward also to next week's video. I hope everybody stays safe. See you for next week's video. And then again, we'll all hopefully join for that live chat. As many people as want to come on to the live chat, totally welcome. June 18th, Saturday, 1 p.m. I'll see everybody there. And that's it. So until next week, stay safe. And I'll see everybody later. Bye.